Welcome to this week's Q&A. We've got a very good question from one of our viewers in Hong Kong this week, and they are wondering what they can do to basically look at stress testing their position in light of the fact that they have a property that they've purchased and it's settling in 6 months' time, and they would like to, obtain a crystal ball view of where interest rates may be at that time. So it's something that many of our clients have been contacting us about, not just empirically in relation to where interest rates may be at that time, but what the impacts are going to be apart from cash flow, but say in terms of borrowing capacity, etc. But let's have a look at what this person's asking, and they're saying, well, look, the official cash rate keeps getting raised at every RBA board meeting every month. There's another 50 basis point hike on the horizon coming up. What is going to be the situation, say in December, when we might have to look at settling our loan? And none of us have a crystal ball, but let's have a look at the situation of where the average discounted mortgage rate may be in relation to where the official cash rate may be at that time. So at a 2% rate for the official cash rate, the average discounted mortgage rate would be around 4.51%. Okay, that may be a little tepid in relation to some economists' forecasts. If it's 2.5%, then we're going to be looking at just over 5% in terms of the mortgage rate. And if it's going to be 3%, then it'll be just over 5.5%. Now, the financial markets, the futures markets, are penciling in a rate of 3.6% by the end of this current financial year. So let's say this time next year, June, July of 2023, and that would give us an average discounted mortgage rate of around just over 6%. So it gives us some scope, I suppose, of looking at where the macros would lie in relation to the numbers that we'd have to be able to service. And if we're looking at rates for investment properties, they're generally a bit higher than mortgage rates for owner-occupiers. So we also have to factor that in. But I think perhaps on the bright side of this, the markets have been getting ahead of themselves in terms of where they're pricing the official cash rate to be, and we've seen also this being reflected in the bond rates. So if you look at the Aussie 10-year bond rate, got up to just over 4.2% last month, and is back down around 3.4%. So a lot of things to watch in the meantime, but it's not a case of that interest rates are just going to tear away astronomically. It will be a big difference, clearly, and it'll be a bigger difference, I suppose, for people who are looking to refinance their fixed rate interest loans that are coming up for payouts around this time next year and further through 2023. Although, interestingly enough, the markets are also pricing in a decline in the official cash rate towards the latter half of 2023, and time will tell. But if that's been of some assistance to people, if it's been of help to you and it's of interest to you, then please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click like, and reach out to us either via email or call us, WhatsApp, and we'll endeavour to come back to you and see if we can help you with your own personal situation. I'm Andrew Unterweger from Wise Guru, and I'll see you at next week's Q&A.